Okay, Captain Visual to planet Earth. You guys out there, you know what tonight is? Balloon hats. Oh yeah, we're going to do a little tutorial on how to make some crazy balloon hats because, hey, it is New Year's, almost. New Year's Eve is coming up Sunday night. And boy, you know, the folks like to wear the crazy hats and dance around and tilt the elbow and stuff.
I don't see it.
And you guys are getting me out there. Somebody's there seeing me. My wife says she's not seeing me on the screen. I don't know. I think she's intentionally got me blacked out. But anyway, back to basics. So we're coming up with some hats for people that are out celebrating for New Year's. Hats are a great item because you know what? The grown-ups will wear them. They get a little goofy. They have a lot of fun. And hats are dynamite because they're quick, they're simple, and they're organic. You can throw them out there and you can have a room full of people and everybody can have a different hat on. They can be simple, they can be complicated, they can be fancy. We're going to focus on simple and fun today, folks. Because one thing that I understand is a lot of us do a lot of volume. We get a lot of kids in line. There's a lot of kids at an event. There's a lot of grown-ups at an event. And you want to be able to generate balloons that you can put out quick so that the room is full of balloons. And I'll tell you, when they have them on their head, it makes the place come alive. So balloon hats can be a lot of fun. Now, I did want to address one simple thing. How come Captain Visual is going to be doing a tutorial on balloon hats and he doesn't even have a balloon hat on his head? There's a reason for that, folks. You will rarely catch me with a balloon hat on my head. Sounds sacrilegious, doesn't it? Well, I tell you, I see a lot of people on Facebook and on their home pages, balloon folks, that make these incredible giant balloon hats, top hats, incredible works of art. They're fantastic, and why wouldn't you want to show it off? The problem that I have with putting on a big fancy balloon hat when I'm working is most of the time those big fancy balloon hats might take me 15, 20 minutes, a half an hour to make. And the last thing I want to do is have the little kid come up. So what do you want me to make you? I want that hat that's on your head. Yeah, nah, I can't make that one for you. That takes too long. What else do you want? I don't want to be the guy to be telling the little kid no. So if I were to wear a balloon hat, which I do on a very rare occasion, it's going to be because that's the balloon I want to make for everybody. So maybe it's St. Patty's Day, and I want all the kids to look like leprechauns, and I got a cool leprechaun hat. I might wear that one so they all go, I want to be a leprechaun, I want to be a leprechaun. Or I'll make them reindeer hats or something. Maybe I will wear those because they're quick, they're easy, and I'm selling the idea that that's what I want to make that day. I sure don't want to make the big, humongous hat that's going to take me a half an hour to make for everybody. That's one reason. Another reason I don't wear balloon hats is I spent too much of my career running around with this hat on. My good old Captain Visual helmet. It's a lot hard to get, difficult to get a balloon up on top of that hat. So I didn't do that. But I thought that my little headstand that I use to make to wear my helmet when I'm not wearing it, I could use to size up my balloon hats on tonight. I'm going to set the helmet aside here.
Harry Stedman said hi.
Hi, Harry. How you doing? I know, folks, you guys are out there. Oh, by the way, folks, thanks for sharing and bringing new people in. You know what? Facebook sends out those little alerts. I got 100 new friends just in the month of December, thanks to you guys. That's cool. That's 98 more friends than I've had my whole life, really.
Sherry Brown Robinson, looking good.
Looking good. Hi, Sherry Brown. How you doing? Now, I wanted to, speaking of the head and measuring the head, one of the coolest things I've seen in my years of entertaining, Some of you folks might know this guy, John Cassidy. John Cassidy holds the record, I believe he still holds the record, for like the fastest balloon artist alive. He's got, you know, I think he can do 13 balloons in a second or something crazy. He is super duper fast, and I have had the privilege of working with him a couple of times, and I gotta tell you, it makes me look slow as molasses. But one thing that he did really cool that I saw was he makes balloons so fast that he doesn't give people really much of a chance to ask what they want. He's just slipping stuff down and giving it to them left and right, and he does that with hats. Well, he would get like the 5-pound roaster can of coffee. I have a little Folgers item right here. And look at this. It's almost the size of the head. Well, this is an adult head, so this is probably the perfect size for a little 4-year-old. So when you would blow a balloon up, he had this can mounted to his rig, and he would just measure the can, throw together his hat, and he's ready to go. So the other thing that was nice about it was without the lid, it was a great spot to either throw his balloon scraps or collect your tip money. Yeah, so that's something to think about. It's a creative way of measuring the kids without actually measuring them and zipping out balloons fast and furious.
Jennifer Kokoma.
Hey Jen, how you doing? Anyway, back to the old balloon things. I usually like to measure the kids' heads. Every kid's head's a little different size-wise and everything. And one of the things that's kind of cool about the kids' heads is give you an opportunity to be an entertainer. I mean, we all like making balloons. The balloons are our medium. But, and I say this over and over again, we're not selling balloons. We're selling smiles. So you want to entertain the kids while you're twisting balloons. And it's real easy to do that when you're measuring your head. You know, I like to get the balloon and I always tell the kids, okay now, first we got to start you with the little head massage. And then I rub their head and their hair's standing up and it's doing a little dance and they got happy hair. Guaranteed everybody at the table is going to be busting up at little Cindy or little Joey with their hair sticking straight up. And it's even funnier when it's on the grown-ups too. Don't mess with the hairspray though, gang. When you see that helmet, don't go there with that one. Now, we're going to start you off. I know what you're thinking. We're going to start off with the basic helmet. Plenty of stuff we're going to build on that basic helmet. But the most popular balloon that I do is, balloon hat I should say, is probably the princess hat. Now, I've seen some gorgeous, drop-dead gorgeous princess hats. All kinds of little jewels and gemstones and stuff like that on it. 3 little points and very fancy. And they take a little while to make. So, you know, when you're trying to move the crowd, everybody's going to want that gorgeous princess hat. And be prepared, I've said this over and over again, whatever you make for one kid, be prepared to make for every kid in that line. So, I have a princess hat that is quick and easy. And they always love it. I haven't had any complaints yet. And this is how it is. You get a full balloon, fully inflated. You know, this one has maybe a little bit of looseness to it. And bring it all together and give it a twist. See what we got there? 2 little knobs on the end. Now, you measure the head. You just wrap it around the head, figure out how big it is. See what we got there? And you twist it. Hey, it's starting to look like that Joe Cool body I showed you guys a few weeks ago. Well, once you have that, you just take those 2 things there, you squish them down so they come together and twist them. All right? And it's going to sit up just like so. And that's going to be your little pedestal. Now, anybody remember a couple weeks ago I told you about that special balloon, the red balloon that you blow up and you show that it's a round balloon We know it's not really a round balloon, right, kids? We take our finger, put it in the middle, blow out of both sides of our cheeks, and voila! We just made a beautiful heart. All right? This little princess hat gives you the opportunity to do a little routine, something quick and simple like that. But you take that heart and you just kind of twist it right around that base. And that'll sit up right in the middle there. See that? Put that on the little girl's head or the little boy. Sometimes little boys like them. And you have a beautiful princess hat. How fast did that take to make? It was 2 twists and a heart. Okay? Not sitting there for 20 minutes making a chain of pearls and all that kind of crazy stuff. And, you know, fit them in their favorite color or whatever. 99 times out of 100 is going to be the pink balloon. Give me pink with a red heart. So, I'll tell you, I only carry red hearts, which is a lie. I do every once in a while carry a couple of different colors when I know that they're going to be maybe requested for certain things. But most of the time, I focus on the red heart because that's the standard heart color. And I'll do the base in, you know, different colors. Whether it's purple, baby blue, pink, whatever, yellow. Sometimes you can differentiate your different princesses by, oh, the yellow one's Belle, the light blue one's Cinderella, you know, or Elsa, whatever. Now, the other thing you can do, we're going to do that again real quick because sometimes it works good for boys. So maybe you get a boy color.
Deborah Petkiss Perry says hi.
Oh, hi, Deborah. How you doing? Whoa! My wife's interpreting the little thing because I can't read the scroll from over here.
Sue Mariconi.
Oh, hi, Sue. Now, the other thing I want to say, too, is that you guys can leave questions and stuff like that on there. I can't answer them directly from here always, but after the show, which I keep the tutorial posted, so even if you miss it live, you can always come back to it and look at it. And I do go through the questions and comments and try to respond to folks. So feel free to ask for stuff, even though I'm yammering away here. But again, real fast, fully inflate it, make the loop, measure the noggin, twist it in there, and squish it together, okay? And you can set up the base. Now, you got a little guy out there maybe and he doesn't want to have the princess heart on his head. So, it would be nice if I grabbed the one that actually had a print on it. Hold on a second. Wrong green balloon. Why don't we go with the smiley face instead? There you go. You can't go wrong with smiley faces. And even if it isn't a princess hat, maybe it's just emojis or whatever, it's a really good hat to tee up pretty much any printed round on. And, you know, you can have the colors be a little bit more macho for the boys if you want to or not. But it stands up. It's a nice little piece. 2 balloons, super quick. Now, the other helmet that's really basic, and I want to go back to this. When Sherry and I did birthday parties, and we still do birthday parties, but back in the day when we started, we had a formula party where it was magic, balloons, and face painting. And sometimes we went to events where there were tons of kids. You know, they tell you that you're going to have 15 kids and there's 30 kids in the crowd. So what we did in our formula was we always did balloon hats for the kids. We didn't offer the full range of balloons that we were capable of doing. It was always princess hats for the girls, space helmets for the boys, and they would pick their colors. You could zip them out real fast. You could do 20, 30, 40 kids, like bam, 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 and then switch over to face painting. So these were the 2 hats that we used to do that were really popular. So the space helmet is built on the basic helmet, which we've talked about this in the previous videos where we used the basic helmet for reindeer hats and Santa Claus and a bunch of other things. So I'm going to go over how to do it one more time I know you all know how to do this. So you blow up a balloon fully, and you burp it, tie the knot, the usual 9 yards. And you make a little round bubble on one end. And then you measure the head, and you lock it. Okay? Now you have this whole part here. Now back in the old days, we used to say, oh, look at that. It's Daniel Boone's hat, or it's an Indian hat, you know. Oh, put it on his head so you can see it. Well, but ideally, you're just taking this across the top, and you're just locking it around the base. And there's a basic helmet. Now sometimes if you're doing swords and a helmet or something, it's a little quick hat. You can pop on the kids and they're happy with it. And if you want to, you can twist a heart and stick it on top, or a smiley face, or whatever. You can do it. They don't sit up as stable as they do on that princess hat deal. But this is a basic helmet. Now another thing you can do too is just give it a little roll there, and then it looks like a little shark hat. See, just one twist, and you can make a quick, simple shark hat. But we're going to take it back so it's like a basic helmet. Now, when we were doing princess hats and space helmets, you know, the girls had 2 colors on their hats, so you know the boys are going to want a second color. So, an easy way to handle that is blow up another balloon all the way, tie the knot, and find the middle. Right there. Give it a pinch and a twist. I always say, look, I got a mustache there, kids. Wee, Mario! You know, any excuse you can have a little fun with, jump in and take it. So remember right there at that little bubble on the front? Just twist it around right there. See, now look. This is sometimes all you need on a balloon hat. Kids can run around with that. You can do crazy things to them, bend them in different ways. And they'll like it. But what we're going to do is we're just going to come to the back and take the other one on the other side. Hi from Michigan. Nancy.
Nancy says hi from Michigan.
Hi Nancy in Michigan. Oh, there we go. So basically, it just looks like that. You know, now if you want, remember what I did with the shark? You can do a couple little twists there, and it kind of makes it look like some wings. Dun, 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 kind of a racy, spacey hat. And you put that on the little kids. So the little boys, they get 2 colors. The girls have 2 colors. They're all happy. And it's quick and it's easy. Okay? Basic little space helmet. All right? Now, I usually say to kids, what do you want? You want a princess hat, a space helmet, a tall hat, a goofy hat, you know, a princess hat, a football helmet. I'll just throw out a few ideas, and then they usually go, you know, a tall hat. So I'm going to show you a quick tall hat to lead us into a few things here.
Anita Smith says, hey. Anita Smith.
Oh, hi, Anita. How you doing?
And Trish Burke says, see you soon.
Oh, yeah, Trish. I'm coming. I'm coming down there to the Orlando, the Florida Super Jam. And we'll see everybody there. So, anyway, 2 balloons fully inflated. All right. Now, what we're going to do is, and I think I showed you this earlier when we did our Santa Claus hat, you just turn them side to side like this. And you want to be able to measure the kids' heads. Okay, so that's basically the heads. I'll talk to the kids. Hey, little girl, how you doing? Get a little ventriloquisty there with it. It gets a laugh out of them. So, and just, whoop, you twist the 2 ends together. So now you got these like ears sticking out, these long balloons sticking up. Now, there's 2 things you can do, right? You can take this and find the middle just to make a perfect X. All right, and you can twist it right there and bring it down on both sides, right? And you got kind of something that what looks like the Pope hat or a bird cage, or you can make them so that, you know, it's blue, and, you know, blue on one side or blue, pink, whatever. But it's one quick way of making a hat and build stuff on top of it. But what we're going to do, can you tell I make this stuff up as I go along, gang?
Jody Robbins wants to know how much your kazoos are.
Oh, the kazoos, the plumber kazoo? You mean this guy? $29.95 with free shipping to the continental USA. There you go. The plug of the day. So, with the balloons that are sticking straight up, you come down right around the base and you just twist it up like you would one of those candy canes we were doing. And you tuck it through at the top. And there you go. That's a tall hat. On a little kid, it's a tall hat. 2 balloons, quick and easy. And if you're really feeling the love, there's that alien head I was looking for. You know, depending on what the interest of the kid is that you're doing, you can stick a round on top there, or a heart, or whatever. Can you see that, folks? Just plunk that on top. Again, it's like 3 twists and a balloon on top. Quick and easy. The tall hat flies through the crowd. Now, sometimes I don't want the tall hat. How am I going to fit in my car? You know, I can't wear that. You know, or that's usually what Mom says. Don't get the big hat. You're not going to be able to fit in the car, kids. So, but they like that spirally thing going on there. You know, that was kind of cool. You can try this option. Take the balloon and 2 balloons and tie the knots together on the end. See that? Now you measure the head this way. Okay. Now remember, before we had one long one on one side and one long one on the other. Now they're both on this side. Okay. You might want to tuck one through just to make sure it won't come undone. And then do your spiral.
Barbara from Chicago says hello.
Barbara from Chicago? Hello, Barbara in Chicago. I got a bunch of friends out there in Chicago now. They're adding up. Oh, now, and you just flip it over, and now you got yourself a mohawk. See that? Quick, easy mohawk. Again, 2 twists in a spiral. Put that on the kid's head there. It's quick and easy, folks. 1 mohawk. Super-duper quick. Now, sometimes for something like maybe 4th of July, I'll use that basic concept and get just a little bit fancier. Go back to the basic helmet.
Daffy from Canada says hello.
Jackie from
Daffy.
Oh, Daffy?
Canada.
Oh, from Canada. Oh, I know Daffy. There we go. Back to the head. Make our little base. And we're going to get some red and some white because we're going Uncle Sam, folks. Now, last week we were doing this. We were putting candy canes on top of the hat, and it was awesome. And we just tied it in the middle and made it shoot straight up, you know. But we're going to do our little spiral. Remember, again, I said you have to sort of focus so that the spiral ends at the same time. You just speed one side up or slow one side down if it looks like it's getting a little out of hand, and tuck it through, okay? But what we're going to do is just like that mohawk idea. Just pop it on the back there, and then pop it on the front. Look at that. Big mohawk hat, red, white, and blue. And really popular for like the 4th of July. Nice hat, right? Now, if you want to, and you want to get show-offy, go back to Mr. Smiley Face. And again, you can do this with a heart, an alien, any kind of printed thing. Just wrap it around right there in the middle. Okay? You get the little... It's almost like a little float. Now, look, these hats, you can wear them like this, or you can put them on the kids' heads like that, too, if you want to, you know, have it look like a rainbow kind of a deal. But super fast, plays big. And now, like I said, the thing with balloons, hats especially, is they're so organic that you can just, like, change shapes, change colors, add things, take things off. And you can go on like endlessly, making, you know, a different thing for practically every person. So, you know, Feel the love. Feel the love. Now, remember when I showed you about that little X? Here, let's see. We'll try it with gray.
Mark from Texas says hi.
Hi, Mark from Texas. Oh! All right, stop pointing that 6-shooter, Mark from Texas. Got me all the way from down there. Open carriage. Oh! Okay! Who was it that was saying that they were having problems with the Qualitex being too thin at the top? Yeah. I had a lot to say about that, how you had to maybe just roll it up a little bit and not blow it from the very end. That's what I just did to save the third one from going off. All right. Here we go. 2 balloons. Line it like that. Again, measure the little guy's head.
Kevin Kelly is watching.
Hey, Kevin Kelly. Did you like that comment about Victor earlier? See, Kevin was surprised that I sewed the balloon bags by myself. He thought that I sent them out someplace to get them made. I sit up at the sewing machine and I crank them out myself with my little glasses on and my arthritic little fingers, and they come out beautifully. If you check out the video I put up last night, the finished product of that green one with black trim came out real good. Anyway, we go back. We're going to come basically to what would be the normal helmet. See, it's lower than the middle. Okay, and you just twist them across there. Come down to one side. See how there's a lot there? And then you do the same to the other side. Look at that. The Viking hat. The opera ain't over till who sings? I ain't saying it. You know who we're talking about. Now look, if you think that that's a little too wobbly, maybe you could do an ear twist. It's just extra work, really, but it'll just sort of stabilize your little horns. There you go. Oh, sola mia. I don't know. That's my opera voice. Can you see that, kids? Little Viking. Now look, can do it in red and it's devil horns. You know, get a little crazy, but it's a nice little hat right there. Quick and easy, 2 balloons, zip, zip. Now, I want to go back to that basic helmet thing because Super Bowl's coming. It's the end of the football season. I know a lot of people have a lot of opinions about football these days. But whether it's the NFL, your college team, your high school team, everybody's got colors. And you don't have to have labels and things like that, but you can use the colors of the team to make your helmet stand out. Now I'm going to do a red, white, and blue one right now, but it looks a lot like the New York Giants. It could be whatever team you want, you know.
Patty Sir says hi.
Hi, Patty Sir. So again, basic helmet, okay? Basic helmet. Measure every dummy's head. I'm not the dummy. There you go. The basic helmet. Now we're going to make the face mask on the helmet. And what we're going to do here is we're going to blow the balloon up almost all the way. And we want to have a little bit at the end there. And we're going to tie the 2 ends together. All right. And then we're going to squeak up and find the middle. Okay. See, basically, that's what we have. Balloon tied together end to end, divided in half. Now, one side you put around one of the bubbles of the helmet. The other side, you put around the other bubbles. All right, we got it there, but it's still not quite a football helmet. We're going to throw the red in. This is where it ends up looking like a New York Giant helmet. You don't even have to blow this up all the way because we're probably not going to use the entire balloon. You make a bubble. And you find the bottom of your face mask. This is going to be your face mask here. All right? And you have to be careful to find the middle. And you just lock that first bubble right in the middle of the face mask. Then you come up about a 3-inch bubble, 2.5, 3-inch bubble. And again, you find the middle of the second one. And you loop it around right there, okay? Now you find the one side of the bottom of the helmet. You know, the basic helmet. And you find the middle there. And you twist it around. You see the face mask starting to show up? Now, what you're going to do, back in the day we would twist it right here and then twist it again. But my friend Kate Dr. Brown, she used to do it this way, where it looped it over the top. And it looks a lot more like a helmet that way. So I borrowed the idea. I appropriated it. So you come across and you find the middle on the back. And you twist it right there. And now, obviously, football helmets don't have tails. So you make a bubble that you're going to keep. You make another bubble that's your safety bubble. And you get rid of the rest. Just tear it off and stick it on the side here. Now, the safety bubble, that's the part that's left over. You let the air out and you tie the knot. Okay. Now we have a pretty spiffy looking football helmet. Put that on the kid's head there. And it works really good. These are really fun on the grown-ups too, especially when you got Big Dad sitting at the table and he's got his favorite football team jersey on or whatever, and you park one of these on his head, the kids love it. So quick and easy football helmet. It's 3 balloons. With the 3 balloons, it gives you enough range to be able to choose whatever team colors you want. You know, like maybe if it's the Eagles, I'll do it all green with a black face mask, or if maybe it's the Dallas Cowboys, it'll be a silver helmet with a white mask and a blue line up the middle. You know, Pittsburgh Steelers, black with a white mask and a yellow line. So you can have a lot of fun, cover most of your teams, okay? Now, the one thing about the football helmet is it also makes for a great mask. I'm going to do it in white because sometimes kids want to be Jason for Halloween, you know, that scary dude. So it's basically the same exact idea, right? We're going to build our basic helmet. Tie the 2 ends together. Find the middle.
Kenneth Wright says, hello, friend.
Hey, can I clown? Kenny right to the ground. Oh, boy. All right, so, again, the helmet and the 2 face mask things. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to, same exact thing. The bottom of the one face mask part, up about 2-3 inches, twist it again, the base of the helmet. Now instead of looping it over like a football helmet, we're just going to come up to the middle and we're going to twist it there too. And then come down to the back. And it just makes it a little bit more pointier. It looks more like a goalie's mask that way.
He gets a lot of mileage out of this hat.
Robert Hurst gets a lot of mileage. Yeah, it's a good one. Now look, I want to show you. Where's that green balloon I was trying to convince myself was a alien? You can take a round, right? You take the round balloon and take the knot and squish it in the middle and make 2 bubbles like that. And then you go right in the middle of that. Whoa! And you can put googly eyes on there. Or you can use like a clear one with pom-poms inside it and you got little wiggly eyes. Wow! You can make jagged teeth. Now remember what I said, folks. The second you pull out that marker, be prepared to put, you know, draw on everybody's balloon. But can you see that? It's got little teeth, and you can make a mask, and you can fit it over the little kid's head. Now, and you could have ears sticking. You can do all kinds of crazy stuff. But, you know, this was actually a 4-balloon hat. It's getting a little complicated for the crowd moving scene, but it's just another simple way of building on, you know, the basic helmet concept. But the whole googly eye thing does remind me of something. This one's god-awfully popular. Don't ask me why. I'm not even sure who gets the credit of the original version of this. But if you get a red 260 fully inflated, measured, the usual stuff. Okay, now we want the white round. Split it in half. Put it right up in the middle, right at the top there. Okie dokie, see that? And then we need the orange one. Whoops, there he is. Three guesses, folks. 3 guesses. Elmo's World, Elmo's World. Again, you got to draw the eyes, quick and easy, folks. Or you can use the clear, you know, balloons with the pom-poms in there, and they'll be all wiggly. It's just a helmet, a round split in half, and another round, and the little guys will go bonkers over Elmo, Elmo. All right, now, there's a few simple things too. I saw somebody ask the other day what were some of the most popular requests, what kids asked for the most. And one of the things, this goes way back, was the flower. Okay, many of us learned to make the flowers, do kind of basically a sword, 3 petals, and, you know, and then it got a little fancier. So this is the 6-petal flower from way back when. I want to kind of do this slow so you can see how I do it. Tie the 2 ends together. Now notice I don't tie the knot, then tie the other end. I get it both done in one shot. It eliminates some of the time. And you find the middle. Alright, so we have a big doodah like that. And we're going to separate it into thirds. Okay? And what I do is I twist it in one direction, so that this side's twisted, then I grab it, and then the other side I twist backwards. Okay, and then tuck them down so it's like an accordion. See how it's all stacked up? Now you get the 2 ends, and you get a poppy. Not a poppy. I think the same thing happened last time I tried to show you guys that flower. I gotta learn to let more air out of these things. Oh my goodness. Alright. I let more air out that time. Okay, back to the middle. Alright, twist, twist, fold, fold, and then you squeeze it together and twist. There you go. The 6-petal flower, quickly done. We're going to set it aside. Now, there's a couple of different ways to approach the flower hat. One way is to blow it up entirely, measure the head, and I like to put a fold twist at the bottom. Okay, that kind of helps keep everything sitting straight up, and I'll bend it a little bit, and then I'll make a bubble at the end, and just lock that over my over the flower. See that? And it sits up there just like so. Nice little flower hat. See? That's one way of doing it. Another way of doing it, we'll try this one, baby blue, is to make a basic helmet. Basic helmet. Okay, now instead of putting the flower on the stem, here we'll try a yellow flower this time. See if I have any better luck with yellow than I did with the hot pink. See, I divide it in half, separate in thirds, twist one way, twist the other way, fold it, squeeze in the middle. Oh yeah. I always tell the kids, doesn't that look like Justin Bieber's belly button? Woo, they all scream. As I heard he got an Audi for his birthday. Any Audi, any Audi. All right, so you got the balloon, and you just lock it on one of them little bubbles. It's on the base of the hat, like so. And we're going to take this hat off and put that hat on. There you go. It's more of a little flapper hat, you know, but I like the way this one looks, and I use it a lot. But both work great. They're both dynamite. Dynamite. Now, if you start getting into that whole concept of the flower hat or something, another quick and easy thing to do is putting a little monkey on a hat. Now, if you take that basic idea where you measure the head and you put the fold twist on the back there to get it to stand up, okay, that's the base of your tree. See the base of the tree right there? And get some green, and we make some palm trees. It doesn't have to have the 6 petals, because then it'll look like a flower. So instead of going for the full 6, you just find the middle, fold it in half like that, and then find the middle again. So you created four petals, right?
Dale brought this watching.
Hey Dale, how you doing everybody? I watched your videos, by the way. Folks, get a chance, check it out. Restaurant Entertainment is the page that Dale Proctor runs. He's got some really good advice for entertainment. And he said nice things about my book, so in the first episode. Go check him out. Cool stuff. Dale's been doing this even longer than me, so he knows the ropes, folks. So anyway, you got a palm tree with a free coconut right there. It comes with the coconut. Now, generally, I'll make monkeys brown when I put them on the tree, and I'll tell them that, you know why the monkey's brown, right? Because it's a Reese's monkey, and he's made out of peanut butter and chocolate. And they buy into that. Just don't eat it because, you know. So, in this case, I'll use the chocolate brown because the mocha brown is too similar to the orange. So if you make a head and an ear twist, right? Just an ear twist right there. So it's like a 2-inch bubble and an ear twist. And you come across with another bubble that's about 1.5 inches. And then another ear twist bubble. Now see, they're both twisted, so it looks like I'm starting to make a little square across the top there. And you just grab it at the base of the 2 ear twists and twist it there, and you got a little monkey head. It's a simple monkey head, but you come and you give him a neck, and then you just wrap it one time around the tree, come down a little body, wrap it around the tree one more time so his tail's sticking out nice and long. Whoop. And there you go. Little monkey on a tree, 3 balloons, nothing complicated about it. But when you put it on the kid's head, they are oodles of impressed. That's right. They gotta let, can you guys see that there? Monkey on a hat. All right.
Monkey on a tree.
Monkey on a tree on a hat. There you go. When I started off, I was showing you guys a swirly hat. So I'll tell the kids, you know, would you like a swirly hat? You know, not the swirly, you know, a swirly hat, you know. My wife's making faces at me. You know when you put the kid's head in the toilet, that swirly? Not that swirly. Not that swirly. Okay. So you make your basic helmet. Woo! I'm telling you, I've been doing these balloon tutorials now for a good month, okay? Once a week, and I'm going to try to, you know, continue doing them on a regular basis because goodness knows that I can't stop talking, right? But I got plenty of stuff we can talk about. But since I've been making these balloon hats, I have a huge pile of balloons over here. The other ones I do are all nice and beautiful, but they don't fill the room the way the balloon hats do. There's just something about the volume. So when you're at a party and everybody's got a balloon hat, the folks know that the balloon man is here, right? So, or the balloon girl. Balloon girls are out there too. So we got the helmet, right? Now we're going to put the swirly on there. We'll try it with the yellow one. So what we're going to do is we're going to blow this guy up all the way.
Sally says hello.
Who?
Sally.
Hi, Sally. How you doing? Got lots of highs out there. So we're going to blow the balloon up all the way, and then we're going to let it go. Now, you know, plenty of opportunities for jokes with all that noise, right? But there's a main reason why you want to blow the balloon up all the way and let the air out is you want to kind of weaken it, because the next step takes a little bit of effort. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the balloon by the tip, not the nozzle, but the tail, and we're going to lock it in the base of the fingers, see? And then we're going to slowly wrap it around our fingers so that it spirals out towards our fingertips, making sure that it doesn't get twisted or overlap too much any of, you know, the other sides of the balloon. Now, so it's sticking up here, you've blown it up and it's already kind of weakened, and you blow real hard so that it swirls out like that, okay? Now, that one's not as tight as I'd like to get. I used up all my hot air talking to you guys. We're going to try it again so we can get it nice and snug. Here we go. Oh yeah, much better that time. See, you got yourself a nice little swirly. They're just impressed watching you blow it up like that, right? And then you twist it in at the base. Now, it's kind of sitting up there. I always tell when they're always impressed with that thing, I always say, yeah, you like that? That's a little something I picked up in spring training. Spring? You usually get the laugh. Anyway, I'll generally just kind of like maybe swirl it around the hat a little bit. So that it's on there. The swirly hat. You can do it that way, or you could just, you know, leave part of it in there. But that's a good one. Now, the whole making the swirl thing takes work, takes some practice, takes some diaphragm muscles. But it's impressive. People get a kick out of it. You can do it on an upright pump. And I'm not going to try it because it's been a while since I've done it, and it might look icky when I make it this time. But practice. You can do it with hand pumps too. And definitely with the old electric pumps, the Legenda, straight up. Okay. I'm trying to see what I wanted to show you that I forgot to. Now, earlier in the week, I did that snowflake hat. And I don't remember if I showed you guys a snowflake hat before. But since a lot of the folks out there are sitting in a lot of snow, especially you guys out in Erie, Pennsylvania, I'll make the snowflake just to torture you in case I hadn't done it before. Okay? So, the snowflake is basically like 3 dog bones, more or less. So you make like a little bubble, and you do 2 fold twists on one side. Okay, just looks like that, like the basic kind of sword thing. And you come up to the other end, and you do 2 fold twists there. Alright? That's what we're dealing with. Okay, so we're making 3 of these guys. Now you want to make sure you leave some tail there so you got enough room for those fold twists to squeak out. One, whoop. Two, there you are. And find the middle. And find the middle of the other one. Alright, so now our snowflake's got 4 little points. Now we know how many points snowflakes have, right folks? 6. So we need 3 of these to get the 6 points. So again, one on one side. And fold it in the middle. One's got a leak in it. We're not going to worry about it. So we got a leak, but we have all those points in there, but they're all shooting in different directions. You get a round balloon. You don't want to blow it up all the way because we're going to split it in half like we did with Elmo's eyes. And lock it in so that it stands up all our little snowflake points. Now mind you, this guy on the bottom is leaking, but I don't want to have to make the whole snowflake just to, because you guys are getting it. But say if you take it and you just flip it over to one side, it's not leaking quite so much. Yeah, I know, Captain Visual is human too, got my share of errors. Like I said, got my share of errors. So you get the basic helmet. The snowflake looks good with baby blue because of, you know, frozen, right? And what I usually do is I'll just take one of the snowflakes and lock that in on the bottom. Tee up the snowflake hat. See that? Put it on the kid's head there. There you go. That's a serious snowflake right there. See that snowflake? He's not as proportionate as I want it to be, but it's a quick and easy one. Now that's again, it's the beauty of the helmet, right? Is that you could pretty much stick anything on top. You could take those Joe Cool bodies that we did a couple episodes ago. Any one of those Joe Cools will fit on top of the hat. You could put hearts, not the heart balloon, but you can make a heart out of a 260 or butterflies or whatever. Like say if you do the heart, right? You just blow it up all the way. Loop the ends together. Whoa!
Jane Platt says hi.
Hello, Jane Platt. Long time, no time, right? Jane was just over visiting today. So you make the loop and you tuck it in and give it a little squeeze. And you get a nice little heart, right? And then just sit that right there in the top. And you have a little, you can put that on the kid's head. You can put a bunch of hearts sticking out there. You can even, remember the teddy bears? We did the teddy bear one last week. And I showed you how to put the teddy bear on the side of the heart wand. You can put the teddy bear, oh yeah, zip that teddy bear out. You know it's cold outside when the heat in the house is cranked up to, you know, 70 something, and Captain Visual is sweating while he's making his video. So again, you can just make the little bear and put him on the side of the heart. There you go. Just another way of dressing up a balloon hat. So balloon hats are awesome. It's the best way to advertise that the balloon person is here, because all those people that are running around with the balloon hat on their head, everybody sees them. It's not in a shopping bag. It's not under the baby cart or wherever folks stick the balloons when the kids are done playing with them. It's sitting up on the head. It's sitting up on the kid's head. Mom and dad often get stuck wearing the things, but that goes all the way back to the point I was talking about wearing the big hat while I'm twisting balloons. One of the things why people like to wear that hat is, one, to show what a great balloon artist they are, and two, it's advertisement, right? I want everybody to know that I'm the balloon person. Come get the balloon right here. And yeah, it's great advertisement, but you know what the best advertisement is 100 kids running around with balloon hats on their heads, because wherever they go, somebody's saying, where'd you get that? Where'd you get that? Where'd you get the balloons? So when they see the balloons, that's what's promoting you. Not standing in one spot with the big giant balloon hat waiting for them to find you. No, the sea of balloon hats floating through the park, the restaurant, the fairgrounds, wherever you are. I call it a living sculpture. So I threw out a bunch of balloon ideas, all simple ones. I like going into like nursing homes. Balloon hats are great for the residents in nursing homes because they don't always have enough dexterity to hold their balloons, so they can easily wear it on the head, and you can work the crowd real easily while they're in their wheelchairs. It's also with places where you have folks with disabilities and stuff. It's great at schools and other places. It's a great thing, balloon hats, to get balloons out there, and everybody can enjoy them and have a lot of fun with them.
Harry wants to know how you add Joe Coolbody to a hat.
Harry wants to know. Harry, you need to know. Okay, this is for Harry. Joe Cool on a hat. We'll make it the alien Joe Cool. Now, when we did the video the other day, I showed you how to make the alien and put it on the hat and then flip it over and turn it into a spaceship. You got to go back and watch the video for that. But I'll show you how to put the Joe Coolbody on the helmet. Oh! Is that guy in Texas pointing at me with that gun again? Where's he at? All right. The helmet. Basic helmet. Now, the Joe Coolbody, real simple Joe Coolbody, right? We all had a big kick at it. Actually, the Joe Coolbody video was my most popular one. So you just fold it in half. You know, you make 2 feet on the bottom, and you come up and you find the top, and you split it. Oops, my feet came apart. There you go. Okay. Can you see that? Looks like a fish, right? You find it maybe about 1/3 of the way down. You twist it and you tuck the body through like so. Okay? And then we're going to put an alien head on top. Alright. So there's your alien head. Now see that? The bottom there? The Joe Cool feet? Where'd my hat go? Oh! All you do is take those feet and right at the top of the hat, you twist them over and lock them in place. There you go. And he's sitting right there on top of the hat. Easy peasy. So you could do that with any Joe Coolbody, whether you're using Spider-Man, Batman, superheroes, emojis, whatever. Put them on the hat and the kids will run around. And look, it's like, you know, this hat's almost 2 feet tall. And it's quick and easy to make, and you can use it over and over again. So anyway, I'm going to shut things down here, folks. I do want to remind everybody to have a very happy, wonderful New Year's. Play it safe on New Year's Eve. We all know it's amateur night. So if you're going out, drive safe. Keep your eye on the other guy. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, you know, except have fun. Make sure you have plenty of fun. Have a very prosperous 2018. Can I believe it? 2018 is right upon us. And when the new year starts, we're going to do more of these balloon tutorials. I'll try to do it on a weekly basis. January 10th through the 13th, I will be in Orlando, Florida at the Florida Super Jam. I'll be vending there, so I'll have my balloon bags. I'll have my kazoos. And a few other goodies to sell. And I think I'm doing a little routine to open the dealer show. So I hope to see a bunch of you folks down there. I'm super excited, not just for the warm weather,
Susie Taylor wants to know if you
but
can
to see you
include
folks out there. Anyway, have a great one, folks. I'm going to sign out. If you have any questions, you know, just throw them in there. This is going to stay up, posted, and you could always add new stuff afterwards. But Happy New Year. Hats for everyone. See you guys later.